if you're on Postscripts, like I told you to be on Postscripts, this automation right here will save you so much time and money. So it's a post-purchase automation, and what I like about this automation right here is this only triggers if you place the order. So the trigger is if somebody placed the order, and then the cancellation trigger on it is if the order is fulfilled. So I'm gonna tell you what that means. So 6 hours after somebody placed the order on our site, not like after you place the order on the site, you automatically get a confirmation email. Right. And most people don't hear from you again until they order ship, or they don't hear from you again until there's an issue. So, like, with a brand, you want to be proactive and not reactive. So, you want to get ahead of it at all times. So, like, if you have a shipping delay, you want to make sure you message everybody, like, yo, there's going to be a shipping delay if you're doing a pre-order. If there's a something that happened in your warehouse that you can't get stuff out, you want to make sure you're proactive and not reactive. Because when you're reactive, that's when you become a scammer. That when people have to reach out to you and comment on your page and figure out what's going on with their order, you're a scammer. Because, like, you would never have told me what was going on unless I reached out to you. So you want to be proactive at all times when you have a brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, boom. This post-purchase automation right here that we doing on Postscripts is really cool. So they're going to get their order confirmation, and 6 hours after their order confirmation is sent via email, we're going to send them a text message if they signed up for the list. And it's going to say something like this. Hey, thank you for making your first purchase. Our team is hard at work on your order. In the meantime, email us if you have any questions, and you put your customer service email right there. Boom. That's 6 hours right there. That's sent out to 1,800 people. There's no link for them to click, so that's why 0 link clicks right there.
Oh, and it actually brought in some bread, too.
And it brought in some bread. It brought in $209. But that's not what I'm here for, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Overall, since we've had it, it brought in $423. But they already purchased, so, like, we don't need to bring in more bread. So any extra bread that they brought in is cool. But it's like, we don't need to, they already purchased. So, sometimes, this is when I was doing pre-orders, sometimes I'll forget to email people and let them know, like, what's going on with their pre-order. So, another trigger will happen. So, this will be the first text message they get. So, now, this will be the second text message they get. So, if their order hasn't updated in status in 2 weeks, like, if it hasn't shipped in Shopify, the trigger will still keep going and send this message. But if the order has shipped, they won't get this message. That's why you have 1,800 people that got this message and only 746 people that got this message.
That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? Because not everybody, their stuff was past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why the trigger for us is 2 weeks, it might have to be 4 weeks for you. It just depends on how long you told them it'll take to ship. So for a lot of our items, we told them it'll take, the averages is like 2 weeks. So, like, that's why this message was sent in 2 weeks after they received this first message.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all this is, hey, we didn't forget about you. We promise we're still putting together your order and working hard to get it out ASAP. So sorry for the delay. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
I feel like out of all the automations that, like, we went over, like, this is probably, like, one of the most important ones to have.
It's the most important one because sometimes you forget. Sometimes you be stressed out. You might not be able to email everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So just having an automation that will back you up. Just having an automation that will back you up is so important. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's so important just having an automation that's just there on top of the email. So don't turn this off. Keep this on. Because even if you do email them and update them, and then they still get this text message, nobody's going to be annoyed that you're updating them. Because now if you email them, let's say you email them a week after and this automation is still on and this ships, they won't get this text message at all. They only get this text message unless it's 2 weeks without their order updated.
Word.
Make sense?
Yep.
So that's why, like, I'm very big, I'm very big on, like, this automation right here. And like you said, it made us a little bread, but it doesn't have to make us bread, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if you have a brand, and then you can see it right here, where it shows, like, down here, like, hey, boom, 6 hours after, and then 14 days later, it shows it right here again, if we didn't ship their order.
Need that.
You know what I'm saying? Need it. You need it for your brand. You want to get proactive and not be reactive, especially if you're doing pre-orders. You know what I'm saying? You always want to be updating your customer and let them know what's going on. But even just having an automation that's helping you let them know what's going on while you figure out growing your brand and doing content and stuff like that, you have stuff working in the back end for you. You want to work smarter and not harder at all times. So if you haven't already, go ahead, Link in the bio, in the comment section. Download Postscripts. If you have any comments, put them below, and I'll help you out right away.